Hello there. John Baxter here to entertain you for the next hour. And I think I'm going to do an Irish song. How's that? Like you don't know. You're the best. You keep tuning in. You are the best. John Baxter here, and I really do appreciate all of you. This song is about, it's a country speaking, believe it or not. It's a country. And it's Ireland. What did I have? Said the fine old woman. What did I have? This proud old woman did say. I had 4 green fields, each one was a jewel. But strangers came to take them away from me. I had fine, strong sons. They fought to save their jewels. They fought and they died. And that was my grave, said she. Long time ago, said the fine old woman. Long time ago, this proud old woman did see. There was war and death, plundering and pillage. My children starved by mountain, valley, and sea, and their wailing cry, they shook the very heavens. My 4 green fields ran red with the blood, said she. What have I now? Said the fine old woman. What have I now? This proud old woman did say. I have 4 green fields. One of them's in bondage in strangers' hands, who tried to take it from me. But my sons have sons, as brave as were their fathers. My 4 green fields will bloom once again, said she. That's the history of Ireland. Their fight with the English for 800 years, the longest war on earth, folks. Look it up. 800 years. Terrible, 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 terrible. You know what? I'm going to sing that song for you. It's called Go On Home, British Soldiers. Go on home. Go on home, British soldiers. Go on home. Have you got no friggin' homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we will fight you for 800 more. If you stay, British soldiers, if you stay, you'll never ever beat the IRA. For the 14 men in Derry was the last that you can bury. So take a trip and leave us while you may. Go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no friggin' homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we will fight you for 800 more. We're not English, we're not British, we're not Saxon. We're Irish and proud we are to be. So stick your Union Jack, we want our country back. We want to see old Ireland free once more. Go on home, British soldier, go on home. Have you got no friggin' homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we will fight you for 800 more. We will fight them bloody British for the cause. We'll never bow to soldiers because throughout our history we were born to be free. So get out, British bastards, let us be. Go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no friggin' homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we will fight you for 800 more. Go on home, British soldiers, go on home. Have you got no friggin' homes of your own? For 800 years we fought you without fear, and we will fight you for 800 more. If we fought you for 800 years, of course we're going to fight you for 800 more. John Baxter here. How we doing? Are we doing all right? Are you wearing your mask? That's important. Wear your mask, please. It's so important. Don't lay back and think this thing is coming to an end. It's not. I figured you're in the 4th inning of a 9-inning game. You got a long way to go, and it's going to get worse. And it can only get worse with the stupid president we got. I hold him responsible for murdering over at least 100,000 people. He's a murderer. Can you imagine Germany, 51 million people, 300 deaths. America, 7 times as many people, but I don't know how many, maybe 50 times as many deaths. Oh, God. What are we up to now, 165 or something, or going there? And projected by the end of the year, 300,000 people dead. And guess what? Trump has still no plan for the American people. No plan. No plan. He's telling you it's going to go away every day, go back to work, open up the schools, blah, 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 kill more people. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. We're doing good, all right. Well, we are in Rockaway. We're doing very good. We wake up every day. And in these times, just be thankful for that alone. You wake up every day, folks, you're doing good. I want to get a little light on this one. This one is called whiskey in the jar. I was going over the Fountain Kerry Mountain. I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol, I then produced my rapier. Said stand and deliver fire, you are a bold deceiver. Which will ring them a do them a da. What fall the daddy-o, what fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money, and it was a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket, and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me. The devil take the women, 'cause they never can be easy. Mush'll ring them a do them a da. What for the daddy-o, what for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went up to my chambers, all to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and silver, and she sure it wonder. But Jenny stole me charges, and she filled them up with water. Sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Which will ring them a do them a da. What for the daddy-o, what for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now some take delight in the carriage and the rolling, others take delight in the hurling and the bowling. I take delight in the juice of the barley, courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early. Mush'll ring them a do them a da. What for the daddy-o, what for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, it's my brother in the army. I know that he is stationed in Cork or in Killarney, and when we get together we'll go rolling in Kilkenny. I know he'd treat me better than my own sporting Jenny. Much'll ring them a do them a da. What for the daddy-o, what for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Much'll ring them a do them a da. What for the daddy-o, what for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Ah, there's whiskey in the jar. You know what I'll do? I think I'll do one of Hank Williams. How's that? My favorite country singer, him and Jimmy Rogers. Jimmy Rogers, you know, was the most popular singer probably in the world right before Hank Williams ever got started. He did a lot of yodeling in his songs. Hank Williams doesn't do any yodeling at all, I don't think. But you know what? I just came across one now, and before I forget about it, I think I'll do this one. How is that? It's called Lord, It's Hard to Be Humble. Isn't it now? John Baxter. Entertaining you here. Trying to entertain you. I'm doing the best I can this coronavirus weather. Shame on America, we're not doing too well with coronavirus, not compared to the rest of the world. Not compared to the rest of the world. We really should be ashamed of ourselves. That's the bottom line. Should. There's nowhere in the world. Did you see that chart they put up on the TV? America is, let's say, this long. I don't know if you can see my fingers. They're about this long, and the rest of the world is, well, Brazil is a little bit longer, but the rest of the world, it's almost gone. What are we doing here, for God's sake? We got a president that doesn't even know whether he's dead or alive. All he knows how to do is connive to win an election. And he hires one of his best friends to run the post office. Is your mail late lately? Is it late? You know it is, right? Can you imagine how late it's going to be when they mail in these ballots? Woo! It's all planned. You know who I blame? Don't tell me that this thing could get out of control like that. I blame the Congress. They're doing nothing. They're sitting on their bloody arses and they're nothing. Is that the way our Constitution is made up? That a president can talk anyway and mock people and go crazy and tell you right in public what he's doing, and nothing can be done about it? Now, I don't believe that. They're deliberately not doing anything about it. John, shut up and sing a song. Well, this is coronavirus weather. Wear your mask. And don't listen to Dr. Donald Trump. He's not a doctor. He's not a scientist. He's a bollocks. And he goes out there every day and talks about coronavirus. He never brings his scientists or his doctors out there. He never brings Dr. Fauci out there because Dr. Fauci refuses to lie for him. So he goes up and he lies himself. Wouldn't you want to see the doctors telling us, for God's sake, our families are dying? We're talking about life and death here. Well, don't you want to see the scientists and the doctors guide us instead of a president talking through? Oh boy. He's talking through the arse of his trousers, all right? Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror like Donald Trump. I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're doing the best that you can. Wigging and all as he got, you know. Somebody told me he has Forden hair. He brings it from the other side. You know, he swipes it over, you know, puts a little Elmer's glue on it, and he looks all right, you know. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror. I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. I used to have a girlfriend, but I guess she just couldn't compete with all those love-starved women. He keeps cowering at my feet. I probably could find me another, but I guess that'd be all of me. Who cares? I never get lonesome, 'cause I treasure my own company. Oh Lord, every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're doing the best that you can. I guess I could say I'm a loner, a cowboy, rough, tough and proud. I could have lots of friends if I wanted, but then I wouldn't stand out in the crowd. Some folks say I'm egotistical. Hell, I don't even know what that means. I guess it has something to do with the way that I fill out my skin-tight blue jeans, and the way I put the glue on my head to hold my foreign hair down that comes from the other side. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror. I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're doing the best that you can. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're doing the best that you can. Do-you-lay-oh, do-you-lay, oh do-you-lay, do-you-lay, oh do-you-lay, oh do-you-lay, oh do-you-lay. Is that the way the Donald Trump Lord, it's hard to be humble goes? Some way like that, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the way it is, folks. If I can make you laugh, I'm the happiest guy in the world. You know, I sing a lot of songs, Irish songs. But I also sing a lot of American songs. And one of my favorite guys was Harry Chapin. I think I'm going to do one now for you. It's called The Taxi. How's that? But remember, don't expect miracles. I got an acoustic guitar, and my recording device is my cell phone, but don't tell anybody. I don't have anything else. This is not, I set myself up in about 10 seconds. Turn nothing on, just my cell phone, that's it. But, there we go, folks, there we go. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay. If I have to change key, don't worry about it. It was raining hard in Frisco. I needed one more fare to make my night. A lady up ahead waved to flag me down. She got in at the light. Where you gone to, my lady blue? It's a shame you ruined your gown in the rain. She just looked out the window and said, 15 Parkside Lane. Something about her was familiar. I could have swear I seen her face before, but she said, I'm sure you're mistaken. She didn't say anything more. It took her a while, then she looked in the mirror. She glanced at the license for my name. A smile seemed to come to her slowly. It was a sad smile just the same. And she said, how are ya, Harry? And I said, how are you, Sue? Through the too many miles and too little smiles, I still remember you. It was somewhere in a fairy tale. I used to take her home in my car. We learned about love in the back of a Dodge. You see, the lesson hadn't gone too far. She was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She got up to find the footlights, and I took off for the sky. Oh, I've got something inside me to drive a princess wild. They're the wild Manhattan, the wizard, illuminating my mind. Oh, I've got something inside me, and it's what my life's about. 'Cause I've been letting my outside tide me till the time runs out. There wasn't much more we could talk about. Whatever we had once was gone. So I turned my cab into the driveway, past the gates on the fine trim lawn. And she said we must get together, but I knew it never would be arranged. And she handed me $20 for a $2.50 fare. She said, Harry, keep the change. Well, another man might have been angry, and another man might have been hurt, but another man never would have let her go. So I stuffed the bill in my shirt, and she walks away in silence. It's strange how you'll never know. We both got what we asked for such a long, long time ago. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights, and I took off for the sky. And she's feeling happy in her handsome home, and me, I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned. I fly so high when I'm stoned. Yeah, that was the story of Taxi, Harry Chapin. I tried to do the best I could with it. You know, how much can you do, like I said? And I'm not making excuses or anything, but I am. You know what? I got another one here called Amanda by Wailing Jennings. How's that sound, lads? This is a short one. Harry was a good writer, I tell you. He didn't do this one, though, I don't think. Probably Waylon Jennings himself did it. I've held it in, God knows I tried. It's an awful awakening, a country boy's life. Look in the mirror in total surprise at the hair on my shoulder and the age in my eye. Amanda, light up my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light up my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. It's a measure of people who don't understand the pleasures of life in a hillbilly band. I got my guitar when I was 14. Well, I finally made 40 and I'm still wearing jeans. Amanda, light up my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light up my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. It's a measure of people we don't understand the pleasures of life in a hillbilly band. I got my guitar when I was 14. Well, I finally made 40 and I'm still wearing jeans. Amanda, light up my life. It should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light up my life. It should have made you a gentleman's wife. I better find another song or they'll chase me off the air. Irish song, that is. Let's see what we got here, folks. We'll come up with something, don't worry. We always do, don't we? Oh boy, yeah. It's funny how I put them together like this. I try to mix them up, but I wound up mixing myself up. John Baxter, folks, don't forget to wear your mask when you go out. It is very, very, very important. You know what? This is an Irish song about a young fella in a prison. And the next morning they're going to take him out at dawn and shoot him. There was no courts in Ireland when it came to the Irish. None, trust me. The English just went ahead and brutally killed people. Even up to 1916. This happened in 1916, actually. So this is what the Irish dealt with for forever. Oh yeah, folks. So this poor fella's in jail. He knows he's going to be shot the next morning at sunrise. So he requested his girlfriend to come and see him. And they said, "No, you're not going to have any bloody visitors." Oh. So anyway, the girlfriend showed up with the priest. And it so happens that there's a chapel in there. And not alone did he visit her, the priest wed them. The true story, folks. This story is true. I kibitz a lot about different things, but this is it. When it comes to the Irish and these stories, they're true. That woman married this young fella that was going to get, she was a very young girl too, maybe in the teens or early 20s for sure. And she never went with another man. She died in 1969. This happened in 1916. So there's a lot of sad tales behind these Irish songs, and most of them are true. Yeah. I was set up and then I moved it. Okay, here we go now. As we gathered in that chapel here in Auchinleck, I think about the past few weeks. Oh, will they say we failed? From our school days they have told us we must yearn for liberty. Yet all I want in this dark place is to have you here with me. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Now I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these brave men, my love for this dear land. But when Padre called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed. To him I had to go. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Now the dawn is breaking, my heart is breaking too. On this May morn as I walk out, my thoughts will be with you. And I'll write some words upon the wall so everyone will know I love so much that I could see his blood upon the rose. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. Oh, gracious, please ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. That's it. There you have it now. That's the song about, it's called Grace. Yep. A sad song, but hey, look, a lot of the Irish songs are very sad. Okay, let me see what I got here. Them people from Donegal with rebel songs. God bless them. I love rebel songs. And not awfully Longford too. Very good. Let me see. How about one by Bing Crosby? I'll take you home again, Kathleen. Yeah. John Baxter, folks. Trying to entertain you the best way I know how. You tell me how I'm doing all the time, and man, you know, you give me encouragement. Without you, I wouldn't be doing this. But as long as you keep, this is my 129th, I believe, days in a row, 1 hour each day since April the 2nd. I believe it's 126 days. And I started to tell you about my book I wrote. Let me make sure that I'm not like Trump and I hold it upright. You know, he holds the Bible upside down. I guess he got a reason for that. I don't know. What do you think the reason is? Yeah. John Baxter here with his book, From the Mountains of Munlaw. People call it Munlaw, we all called it Munlaw. By John Joe Baxter. See, over in Ireland they give you two names, and usually when you come to America you drop one of the names. You might use the initials here and there. But this book is all about growing up on the farm in the 40s and 50s. A way of life lost and gone forever. And may I add, a beautiful way of life. But you know what it is? Hills look green far away, as they say in Ireland. And you never know what you missed until you left it. And of course the old saying is you can't go back. And that's so true in Ireland. You know why? Because they want to steal the farm you were raised on and call it their own. And guess what? They do. You ever see that movie with Richard Harris on the field? That's a perfect example of what goes on in Ireland. Went on then, 50, 100 years ago, and is still going on. They don't change. They do not like to see foreigners come and claim anything. And they will bend the laws on the courts. They will twist themselves into notches to make sure that you don't wind up with that farm. That's the way it is, folks. Sad but true. Well, this is about me growing up on such a farm. No electricity. The bathrooms were outside behind the house. You know what that was? There was nothing. That's the way you went to the bathroom. There was no running water. It was a way of life lost and gone forever. And this book tells all about it. How we lived, how we treated the animals. Nobody treats animals better than the Irish. It would be impossible. They love the animals. I loved my animals as much as I loved anything on earth. The cows, the horses, the sheep, the dogs, the cats, the lambs, the little lambs when they're born. Oh my God, forget about it. And my uncle taught me how to help a cow give birth. Because sometimes they come out like this with the head. That's the way all animals come out. With the head. I don't know about all animals now, but that's the way the ones on the farm, the cows. So my uncle used to tell me, he says, you know, you're going to be a farmer, you better get used to what I'm telling you. He says, come, he says, I want you to watch something. So I went out to the barn with him, and one of the cows was giving birth. And he says, if I wasn't here, that cow would die. I says, okay, what is wrong with the cow? He says, one of the feet is not there. I have to go inside. So he takes a big bucket of water with soap and he washes his arms. Goes to show you what they knew. He washes his arm all the way up to the shoulder and including the shoulder with soap and water, and he rinses it off with another bucket of clear, crystal clear water and another rag, and he proceeds to put his hand into the cow. All the way, I swear it was all the way in. And I said, oh my God, what is this guy doing? Well, guy, there was no such thing as guy, you know, that's an American word. Saying, what is this man doing? And he did, he felt his way in there, and he turned the foot in the right direction, the leg, and it came out with the head on top of it. It was amazing. Things like this, you know, it's all in my book, incidentally. All about the animals. They love their animals. No matter how cruel a farmer was, and some of them were very cruel, they were never cruel to the animals. Well, number one is they needed them, number one. And a loss of an animal, it's a big loss. A big loss. I'll take you home again, Kathleen, across the ocean, wild and wide, to where your heart has ever been, since first you were my bonny bride. The roses all have left your cheek. I've watched them fade away and die. Your voice is sad whenever you speak, and tears bedimmed your loving eyes. Oh, I will take you back, Kathleen, to where your heart will feel no pain. And when the fields are fresh and green, I will take you to your home again. I know you love me, Kathleen dear. Your heart was ever fond and true. I always feel when you are near that life holds nothing dear but you. The smile that once you gave to me, I scarcely ever see them now. Oh, many, many times I see a darkness shadow on your brow. Oh, I will take you back, Kathleen, to where your heart will feel no pain. And when the fields are fresh and green, I will take you to your home again. And when the fields are fresh and green, I will take you to your home again. I thank you people so much for watching. You are the greatest. Without you, I wouldn't be here. How? You are the ones that encourage me to stay on. Look at the way you tune in every day. It's amazing. And the shares, I love it. I love it when you share. It's so, because it goes out to so many more people. You're the best. Ah, you really and truly are the best. Then you know what? I'm going to finish up with a, believe it or not, an Irish song. What? You sing Irish songs, John? Yeah, we have fun if nothing else, right? But it's all because of you, not me. You think I'm doing you good? Not a tenth of how much good you are doing me. Murphy, what's wrong, my little darling, huh? Murphy always lies beside me. I just heard him growling like somebody was at the door. But there's nobody at the door. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set me eyes on sweet Molly Malone. She drove a wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, singing, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and that was no wonder. Her father and mother were fishmongers too. They drove the wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Here when I go now. Alive, alive, sing it. Alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of the fever and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Sing it. Alive, alive, oh. I can't hear you. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. You know what? You know what I think happened in America? I think that Donald Trump's base, they've just replaced Jim Jones. Remember the guy that used to give all the, basically poisoned all his followers? That's what they remind me of. No matter what Trump does, they're still with him. It's amazing. Mind-boggling. There's got to be somebody crazy. It's either me or them. It has to be. Folks, it's more important that you wear your mask than listening to me. And it's more important that you listen to the scientists. Dr. Fauci, I don't know why we don't have, well, we do actually, on MSNBC have a lot of scientists on and professional doctors in that field. And they explain it very well. But to listen to Trump that goes up there without, why do you think he goes up there? To lie about it. No doctor in their right mind would go up there with him and tell lies for him. And he knows that, so he does it himself. I call him Dr. Donald Trump, Scientist Donald Trump. John Baxter here, folks. Wear your mask and listen to the professionals. Nobody else. It's your life. It's your family. It's your parents, your kids, your mothers, your grandmothers. It's everybody you know that their lives are in danger with this coronavirus. This coronavirus don't care about nobody. But again, I say it's the earth fighting back. This earth are not going to allow much more of what we are doing to it. Drilling into it, fracking when there's no need for bursting it up down inside. The earth is a living thing like you and I. It's got feelings, and believe me, they're showing them now, ain't they? They have 7 billion people right where they want them, right until they teach them a lesson. And when these scientists get the cure for coronavirus, it will be the earth that give it to them. Because every time a disease like this comes on the earth, the next one is a little more, a little more, a little more. The next time we might be wiped out entirely because we just can't behave ourselves. We're lost souls. Somebody has to round us up, sit us down and teach us a damn lesson about how, number one, how to get along with people, number one, and don't be so disrespectful to the animals on the earth. How come the animals don't get it? Ah, of course. A dog got it. The animals get it too. A dog just died. That poor dog that might have got coronavirus, but if he was a healthy dog, he would have shook it. He wouldn't have affected him. You don't see where people are dying. Do you see herds of buffaloes, herds of kangaroos all over the world, from one end of the earth to the other, from the bisons in America to the caribous in Canada? You don't see them dying, do you? They're not dying. They're spared. Or maybe they're immune to it from millions of years ago. You don't know. John Baxter here, folks. I thank you immensely for listening. Without you, I wouldn't be on here every day. Thanks again.